I want you to visualize this moment clearly in your mind. You are in the middle of a heated argument with someone you know. You are not feeling sad, but you are incredibly frustrated. You have so many logical arguments you want to make. But suddenly you feel that familiar burning sensation behind your eyes. Your throat tightens and your voice starts to shake. You try to swallow it down, but it is too late. Your tears start falling involuntarily. In that moment, you don't just feel angry at the situation, you feel furious at yourself. You think, why am I crying when I am actually right? You wonder why your body is betraying you when you need to be strong. If this sounds like you have probably spent your whole life apologizing for your tears. Society has taught us that tears are a crack in our armor. We are told that crying is a sign that we cannot handle reality. But what if everything you've been told about your tears is wrong? What if crying easily isn't a flaw, but a sign of a highly advanced operating system? Today, we are going to rewrite the story of your sensitivity. First, let's get the science out of the way. You need to know that you are not broken and you are not too much. Psychologists have found that people who cry easily often have a different level of sensory processing. You might be what Dr. Elaine Aron calls a highly sensitive person. Imagine that the world is a radio playing a constant signal. For most people, the volume is set to a comfortable level of 5. But for you, the volume is constantly set to 10. You don't just see things happen, you feel them in your body. You pick up on micro-expressions and changes in tone that others completely miss. When your body gets overloaded with all this data, it needs a release valve. That is exactly what crying is for you. It is not a mental breakdown, it is a biological recalibration. Think of a tea kettle on a hot stove. When the pressure gets too high, it whistles. The whistle isn't a mistake, it is a safety mechanism to keep the kettle from exploding. Your tears are like that whistle, protecting you rather than exposing you. Now, let's look at the fascinating chemistry of your tears. Did you know that not all tears are created equal? The human body produces 3 distinct types of tears. First, there are basal tears that keep your eyes wet. Second, there are reflex tears, like when you chop an onion. But the third type is called psychic tears, which we shed when we are emotional. Scientists analyzed these emotional tears and discovered something incredible. Listen to that again. Your tears literally contain stress hormones. They contain higher levels of stress hormones, specifically cortisol. When you cry, your body is physically pushing stress out of your system. You are essentially detoxing your body from anxiety. That is why you often feel a strange sense of calm after a good cry. Your heart rate drops and your breathing slows down. People who don't cry are trapping that cortisol inside their bodies. They are holding on to the toxins that you are flushing out. So, in a way, those who cry easily are physically more resilient than those who bottle it up. Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Why do you cry at movies or when you see a stranger in pain? This reaction is linked to something called mirror neurons. When you see someone suffering, your brain mimics that activity. You don't just understand their pain intellectually, you simulate it emotionally. If you cry easily, it means you have a high capacity for empathy. In a world that is becoming increasingly cold and digital, empathy is a superpower. This means you are a safe harbor for the people around you. Your friends likely come to you when they are broken because they know you understand them. To feel deeply is actually a courageous act. It takes guts to let something touch your heart that much. People who never shed a tear are often playing defense. They are guarding their hearts because they are afraid of getting hurt. But you are playing offense, staying open to the world despite the risk of pain. That is the definition of true bravery. So how do we stop feeling ashamed of this trait? We need to reframe the narrative in our minds. When you tear up during an argument, don't look at yourself as weak. Say to yourself, I care about this deeply, and that is okay. When you cry because you are overwhelmed, don't say, I can't handle this. Say to yourself, my body is resetting so I can keep going. There is a beautiful Japanese concept called mono-no-aware. It refers to the gentle sadness of things and the awareness that everything is temporary. Your tears are an acknowledgement that life is poignant and that it matters. You are not numb, you are fully awake. So the next time you feel that burning sensation in your eyes, don't look down. Don't try to hide your face from the world. Let it flow and do the work it was designed to do. Let it wash away the stress and the expectations of society. Society wants you to be a robot, but you are something much better. You are beautifully, messily, and wonderfully human. Your sensitivity allows you to experience the full spectrum of life. Without the lows, you would not be able to appreciate the highs. If this video spoke to you, I want you to know you are seen. Do you cry when you are angry or when you are happy? Let's normalize this conversation in the comments section below. Remember that your sensitivity is not your burden to carry. It is your gift to share with the world. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications if you want to understand your mind better. We will continue to explore the depths of human nature together. See you in the next video, and stay deep.